You know, there's a difference between the path that the club follows and the path that your hands take. They're both extremely important and influence each other. Let's have a look and see what path your hands should take. Hi, I'm Peter Knight. I've created this channel to help you play the best golf you possibly can. And if you hit the subscribe button below and also the grey bell notification icon, that means you'll get a video every week and you'll be able to continue with your forward progress. So let's look today at the difference between swing path and hand path. So when a player is hitting a shot, the shaft is so shiny, the head's shiny, that when the club's actually being swung, that catches our eye. And if the path as it's swinging back and through is swinging to the right of the target, or it's swinging across to the left of the target, then that's really obvious that the path of the club isn't correct. And I've got other videos which you can look at to show or to find out what the correct path is for the golf club. But what about the hands? The hands are different. When I set myself up and swing the club back and through, if my hands aren't swinging on the correct path, then that can influence my body movement and my balance. And then of course that then affects the swing path, and of course it affects my shot ultimately. So when I'm swinging the club back and through, this movement of the swing path, which I'm about to describe to you, is pretty much universal. It's going to apply to all of your shots. Short shots, part shots, full swings with driver, full swings with shorter clubs. So let's have a look and see how the hands should actually move during the swing. So when you're looking from the down the line view, imagine that I've got a line running from my hands and under my armpit. So it's going to go up and sort of behind me as I swing back. In the backswing, I want my hands to follow that path through to the top of my backswing. Now my golf club doesn't follow that same path. If you have a look at the graphics on the screen, it'll show that my club's not moving on exactly that path. But as I swing back, I definitely want my hands to follow that path through to the top of the swing. As the club swings down, my hands are actually going to follow a slightly different path. So if we have a look at most golf swings, what I'm about to tell you might sound wrong. Because one of the biggest fears for most golfers is that they slice the ball. So when the club's swinging down, the path of the club through impact swings across to the left of the target, and that's what creates that curve to the right. When I set myself up, again, if we're looking down the line and from here, I go straight to my impact position. Notice my hands here at address and at impact are in a different position. So my hands are actually higher, as well as being a little bit further forward at impact compared to where they are at the top of the swing. So that means that when my club swings down, my hand path is not going to be exactly the same as what it was in the backswing, because I don't want my hands to be in the same position at impact as where they were at address. So that means my hand path is actually slightly higher than what my backswing path is. So again, as the club goes back and through, if we follow the graphics, my hands will follow a line that goes under my armpit, and when they swing down, they'll swing on a hand path that's slightly above that backswing path. And I know that sounds completely wrong, but have a look at not just what I do, and maybe I'm not the best model, but if you have a look at world-class golfers, you'll see exactly the same thing, that the hand path going back and through is not the same. So let's play a shot, and you'll see that my hand path is going to be just as I've described, but my club path is still going to be more correct. And I've got a straight flighted shot there because my swing path was correct and my hand path was correct. So practice that movement, watch for it, particularly with a lot of your shorter shots. If the club swings too far behind you, or your hands swing too far behind you or out away from your body, it will affect your balance and your swing path. So here's a good way for something that you probably have never checked, but it's going to add massive value to your shots.